It all starts with a dream, with a vision, an audacious one, and know that you can realize it if you never let anyone take it away from you. I studied economics at UBC, and I did a lot of other things there, but I've never taken an accounting course, I've never taken a marketing course. But I apprenticed in the wine business right out of UBC in Europe, worked with a small family winery that wanted to sell their wines in Europe. They didn't speak English, and so I decided to help them, and we started this business based in Vancouver. I didn't have a dime, and it was a very tough start, because at that time, the cards were definitely stacked against me. The liquor boards wouldn't buy my wines. You weren't allowed to sell directly to restaurant. And again, it was always about finding another way, doing something unexpected, because I found that there was one group, one industry that could buy wines without having to go through liquor boards, and that were airlines. So I started to sell to airlines. That was basically what got me going. And from there, the dream and the vision from the beginning had been to produce wines, grow wines in the Okanagan and put them on the world stage. But it was such an outrageous dream because wine is extremely capital intensive, and it takes many years to basically mature a vineyard and to produce wines, and no one was prepared to invest in my dreams.
I read a speech where he spoke to the Chamber of Commerce, and he laid out his dream, his vision of what the Okanagan can be. And he was exactly right.
He saw something there that others didn't see. So that's a classic example how a true leader thinks outside the box and has a vision for what can be done.
It took 13 years before I knew my dream had legs. It took 13 years until we won, out of the blue, the most important wine competition in the world, International Wine and Spirit Competition in London, for top Chardonnay worldwide. No one could conceive that Canada and this unknown Oka-something valley in British Columbia could produce the world's best Chardonnay. But along the way, I'd run into, and a year after buying the winery, we were paying 25% interest. The banks would not increase their lines. It was a desperate time, and somehow I had to find the capital to keep going, to keep the dream alive. And the only way, because no one would finance, no one would invest, was to create new ideas, new businesses. And that's when I started the Okanagan Cider Company and created the world's first flavored ciders. No one had ever done that. Now flavored ciders are known and are, in fact, a big part of ciders around the world. And that tripled the size of the entire cider market. Other brands followed past that, which were to lead to Mike's Hard Lemonade and Palm Bay and creating a whole ready-to-drink category in Canada. And then subsequently now, in the last 4 years, this amazing social phenomenon called White Claw Hard Seltzer.
One of the things, I've watched what Anthony was talking about was sustainability, doing the right thing, growing food for the betterment of the environment. As you know, agriculture is the leading cause of greenhouse gases, and greenhouse gases are causing climate change. And Anthony is one of the people that looks at his industry and goes, how can we make it better?
We have an obligation to leave the land not just the same, but better for future generations. And to do that, sustainability is a cornerstone of everything we do.
Being as successful as he is and accomplishing all the things that he's done, to have somebody so humble and who has so much humility is a very rare thing you see in successful people.
I know him more than a ultra successful business person. I know him for what he has done in the community, and charitable person he is, someone who will go out of his way in humility and seek advice and knowledge.
It's about curiosity. And it's about realizing that status quo means the end. It's decline. It takes a relentless focus on quality. You have to be the best you can possibly be. And to do that, you have to scour the world for talent. We've done this ourselves with a very small team, competing against Goliaths in the world, like huge corporations with over 100,000 employees, some of them. So being able to be this small sailboat that's finding, even if there's just a little bit of wind, and finding new ways and new routes around super tankers, I think that's the most fun. And I think that's the thing I'm proudest of.